Right, welcome back. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, there'll be links coming up here. You can go back and watch them. If you have, welcome back. Level par 3 holes to go. Remember today's vlog, this is a vlog and I know it was filmed last week because I'm actually on holiday today. Today being Monday, I'm projecting. It's brought to you by Golf Online. As always, there's links down below for the competition for up to £200 worth of Echo shoes that can still be won. You go to their Facebook page, like and join their community, or Twitter, retweet, like and follow them. Links down below and you will be entered. Got to be about 290 to the front. It's narrow, but I'm going to try and get a driver up there, so I'm chipping through the green. The layup's like a 5-iron, then it's a wedge into a tiny green. So I feel if I hit a decent drive, I've got as much chance of threading that through the gap as I have hitting a wedge close from 110 off a slope. That's a little left, only a little though, but hopefully we'll catch a bit of heather and get a lie. So more course management in today's vlog, playing the last 3 holes. I'm level par with 3 to go. I've played 6 already. I've had a bogey and a birdie, rest pars. Just trying to share with you some ideas of how my thought process changed. It's moving, it's dynamic, subject to the shots I've hit or not, those kind of ideas, and how you need to learn to deal with your good and bad ones, and also challenging some ideas of course management. I think course management is such a, like, people think it's the answer, where I see course management as always a bit pot-lucky if you're making the right decisions. And also course management has to move, it has to be dynamic, it has to change as the situations demand it. So it's a chunky lie, a wet roughy lie. If it's only 40 yards off the green, can I push it on? Cool, it's like sat up on top of it. Just up onto the front and it'll release on. It's all on the strike here, really. Oh, that's flying down. Stop. No, it's come out a bit hot. The hole I'm pushing on because I want to wedge in. Not the best lie in the world, but I'm expecting it if I hit it offline. Now I've got a very tricky up and down for par. Funky one, massive slope here. If I don't get it over, it's just going down into this hollow, coming off a big slope. So I have come the other side to look at this just to try and get a feel with an awkward stance as well. Sit down, sit down, sit down. So what's interesting, I think I would go for this again. My drive was literally 5 to 10 yards left. It wasn't a bad drive. And I honestly believe if you give me 5 more goes of that pitch, I'm going to hit the green almost all 5 times. The pushing is about, when I do push, I guess how bad the shot is that makes me have to scramble like I do. And I don't feel like I've particularly played a bad shot. I feel like exactly the same shot in an hour's time on the same hole, get a slightly better lie, and it's just an easy birdie chance. Gone and said that, and I haven't made my par yet. Take that, in the end that was a scramble. So I honestly feel if you give me the driver option on that hole 10 times and the 5-iron and the wedge option 10 times, I do feel like the driver's going to win in a match play situation more than it's not. But I do also feel like the driver might get in more trouble, so I might have some higher numbers, but I would win more holes if we were doing a match play. And that brings me back to my point I made in the other part, talking about the good players I used to play with who were really able to go low. They weren't afraid to have the blowouts because they knew they were going to have some low ones. I like to try and keep pushing. Basically it's a similar hole. You lay up with like a 5-iron, 4-iron, then pitch on. I'm going to go for the driver near the front of the green again, but again there's little ditches, ponds. Got to hit a straight one. It's a little right, makes the carry. Hopefully it just misses the pond. So it's just right of the pond, which is slightly lucky. I think if Coach was here, he'd be moaning a bit about that one. But I've now got a very tricky shot. Ball very above my feet, out of rough. The miss here is left. So again, with these two holes, it's more that I've just not executed a very good drive. I can drive the ball better than that, I know I can, which is why I would keep trying to go that way. Not course management, it's more poor execution. I'm going to hit more good drives than bad ones as a rule, so I'm going to keep playing to that strength, even if it doesn't always come off. Right, this is funky. Funky lie, wet rough, slope before the green, just onto the front of the green is the play. Release on. Could still make a birdie here if I hit now a good shot. That's now got to pull something good out. Just carry. Oh, I've landed it perfect. Get up. Get up. Ooh. Oh, can't beat a stinky birdie. So it's almost like momentum in a football match or in a tennis match or something. Now I feel like this has to go in. I'm going to have a good run at this. I've got away with it. My mindset is very different on this birdie putt, I think, to if I'd have hit it, say, front edge. Oh, momentum me up. That is ridiculous. So think about what I'm saying now. Imagine I hit a great dry front edge, it's 290, wet, kind of dull day, so that's a decent hit for me. And let's say I putted up to where I hit that pitch. I would feel let down if I didn't hole it. Where with that one, I was in a very different mindset. I was happy to be having a putt at it. I felt like it was fortunate. I'm gonna have a run at it because I've got away with it. The other one, I'd be thinking, don't miss, come on, you've played the hole well. You can see how your mind can just turn. One shot, one break, so quickly. Right, last hole, 175 yards, gonna hit a 6 iron. 1 under par, feel quite lucky to be 1 under par, just wanna hit a solid shot middle of the green. So not particularly trying to push on this hole, just play kind of a standard shot, standard hole. And try and finish at 1 under, which I would take today. I've got to go. Bit toey, it's right at it. Got a big bounce. Get out of there. Ooh. Front edge maybe, got a good bounce. Didn't really get all of it. Asked myself a question there on that last putt, didn't I? Could have hit that a little closer. So there you go, 1 under through 9, happy with that. It's better than I was expecting, but I got a little bit lucky off a couple of bad drives. Let's go back home and talk a little bit about what you can learn from this set of videos, what really is the pull away kind of take home message here. So made it back to the office. I've actually edited the video now, watched it back. I think it's quite an interesting set of videos. The first thing for me that I think that's most interesting is it's not actually very different to how you'll see us play, I think, in the course vlogs. All that happens is there's a lot more joking and fun around pretty much the same ideas. A few points I would like just to point out to make sure you're noticing. Notice I clean my ball on the green every time. You didn't see it because it was edited out, but you'll see me mark it, pick it up, clean. It's so important you do that when you're playing in a comp. Any little bit of grit on that ball between putter, face and ball will affect contact. It'll make it go. I've seen putts go halfway when you've not got the right contact on a putt for a bit of grit. The other thing there as well, for me, it's so obvious that I'm constantly trying to play to my strength, which is hitting that driver into a pretty accurate spot as a general rule. Even though I wasn't pulling it off on this occasion, it's not going far enough offline for it to wreck my round, and I actually got a bit lucky and got away with it. Where if you take someone like Rory from our videos, who's common kind of, I've seen lots of amateurs drive the way he does, where he can put himself in great positions while at the same time
take himself pretty much out of the hole. So it's always going to be a bigger gamble for those players of when to push and when not, and I think it's about you trying to be clever of when to use your shots, and also what holes you think about pushing on. You know, is there more room or less room here, those kind of ideas. Post comments down below. As always, remember, if you want to enter the Golf Online Echo competition up to £200 worth of shoes, there is the links down below for their Facebook and Twitter. Interact with those posts. Make sure you like and share and retweet and like on Twitter, and you'll be entered. Winners announced next week. Thanks all for watching. Hopefully, well, I'll see you all tomorrow for a daily vlog. This vlog was obviously filmed earlier because it's Monday and I'm actually coming back from holiday with my family. We've had a really good time. Obviously, I don't know that yet because I haven't been, but I think you know what I'm trying to say with that.